Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome back to the Fox's Den. It's your boy Foxy, getting into another reaction. Very, very excited for this episode. We're getting into BLUELOCK episode 19. Oh my god, the past two episodes cliffhangers have been ridiculous. Episode before last, we got a cliffhanger of the game not even ending. I thought, the fucking, what was it, episode 17 was going to be the complete episode of the game. No, I was dead wrong. And then we got episode 18. Excuse me? Hey, excuse me. Hey. Is that, you got it? Is that a good itch? You got it? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. That's good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Got it? Got it? You're funny. Alright. Just the jingling was annoying me. I'm sure you guys can hear it too while I'm talking. But anyways, I thought the episode was going to end there, episode 17, or the game was going to be finished up in that episode. But this game has lasted about 4 episodes, even this episode that we're about to watch, because we're finally going to figure out who the fuck they're going to pick. I called Shigiri, so we're going to see if I actually get one prediction right for once. I'm sure I've gotten some little things right, maybe, who knows, maybe even some other things that we'll figure out later down the line as we're approaching the end of the season. But I called Shigiri as of last episode on who we're going to pick. I think that's the best pick because I think Kunigami is kind of similar to Baru, and Baru leveled up that last match in the last episode by getting pushed by Isuki and Nagi, really, because they were really the lights on the field, and he's used to being that lead light on the field. And he felt for the first time not being the lead, and that really put him into despair and like a kind of a retrospective state to where he could view, like he could understand the other person's perspective now, like how everybody else felt while like playing with him. And he really like got the understanding of what a team's like. But even so, that he still didn't want that completely, and that pushed him even further, like his stubbornness to be the lead, or like the villain, quote unquote, that he said at the end of the episode on the field, and allowed him to unlock this new weapon of his with his lightning dribble chops and being able to run up the field on his own. And he scored the last goal, and that was amazing. That was really cool last episode to see that. And that's what I'm talking about, where you can never really expect where this show or story is going to take you. Like, I would say so far, out of most of the shows that I've watched, definitely one for a sports anime, BLUELOCK, since it's not your traditional like high school fucking, nationals route of a sports anime. It's very unpredictable. Like I find myself constantly like surprised in most cases. So I might find myself surprised again this episode. Like I think Shigiri makes sense because Kunigami is very similar to Baru, and I think Reo is kind of similar to Isugi. So I think I'm right on Shigiri, but I could be fucking wrong, as usual, where I'm just surprised and dumbfounded once again by the author. So we're going to have to find out for ourselves. But it was really cool to see Baru unlock his new weapon in the way that he did last episode, because like the first time I saw his ego pulling at him again, I was like, oh shit, here we go. This might fucking make us lose right here. Like, I was thinking the worst, but it actually worked out, because Isuki and Nagi were able to push, or mainly Isuki was able to push him to this extent of despair, and knowing that he was kind of useless on that field. And that's what made him even more stubborn and like unlock that weapon for him, which is fucking crazy. So that team is pretty stacked right now. So whoever we're going to pick up, this team is going to be definitely a really solid contender against Rin's team. And you know damn well we are going to face them next in 4v4, because they're struggling to find even an opponent to like worthy, like to say yes to them at stage 4. Like the rest of the teams are like, oh my god, you guys have top 3. Like, nah, I'm good, bro. The fuck? I'm not losing to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because they just see them and they're like, yeah, nah, that's an L. I'm not winning that game. Top 3? That'd be fucked up. But nonetheless, every episode has been a fucking treat so far, and in this second arc and this second selection has been so good with this rivalry battle. I'm so excited to get in this and learn who we actually are picking up, and then where we go from there if we get into the next game right away, where I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of like kind of a break and like conversations between people, maybe conversating with Bachiro once we get to stage 4 or whatnot. I mean, we're just gonna have to see for ourselves. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so we know when the next one's dropping. Let's get in the episode. Dancing Boy, episode 19 of BLUELOCK, baby. Let's get it.
誰にする?
Who are we picking, baby? I am saying Chigiri. So, okay, it looks like they're still going off of their own personal opinions, because everybody wanted to pick different people. So they're kind of agreeing on Reo. Oh, really?
バランスのいいチームにまとまるのは確かに正しい方法だけど、俺たちですら誰もあんなプレー想像できなかった。
Barrow's looking like he's making some sense right now, but god damn it, it pisses me off.
俺たちを食う。そんな人間が俺は欲しい。
Shigiri.
そうじゃなきゃ、きっとあいつらには勝てない。
Yeah, he's got them on his fucking mind, baby. He's ready to beat them.
お前しかいないんだ。
Shigiri, baby, Shigiri. Let's go! I called it. Let's go! I got a prediction right, baby. Let's go! See ya, Kunigami and Reo. Sorry, guys. You're going down to 2v2. We'll see you in a bit, though. Damn right. Wow. I wonder if we're going to see any more of Kunigami and Reo in the 2v2.
お前の能力が優秀だから、あの状況で無理にでもギリギリのパスを出す。だったら取れよ。慰めなんかいらねえんだよ。はっきり言えよ。俺のことなんかもうどうでもよくなってる。Dude, I can't with this kid Reo, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't think you really knew him that well to begin with, bro. You've only known each other for 6 months. ワクワクもしないのに気持ちだけチームになって。世界一ってそんな甘っちょろいことな。俺らの約束忘れてんのお前の方じゃん。
Oh, yeah, give it to him, baby. Speak facts.
なんかもういいや。めんどくさいよ、レオ。
もう
知らない。
Give it to him straight.
選ばれる方じゃなくて選ぶ方になれよ。何のためにサッカーやってんだ、お前。世界一のストライカーになる人間しかブルーロックじゃ生きらんねえぞ。
Oh, nah, this is hype me up, bro.
俺たちは終わりだ。
Yeah, cause that's his teammate right there. They gotta survive a 2v2, bro, or else one of them is going home, and I don't see Reo or Kunigami going home. So we just gonna have to fucking see, bro. Nah, dude, this shit is so lit, bro. Oh my god. I love how Nagi didn't take Reo's shit right there. His little depressing fucking, I don't know, bro, like sulking bullshit. Like, if you're gonna fucking abandon me, do it properly. Shut your ass up, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's where Nagi was like, you know what? Yeah, nah, I'm past caring with this bullshit, bro. I'm trying to give you confidence and fucking, you know, this is what's good for us, like actual competition and improving ourselves. And Nagi's starting to realize that by playing with Isagi. Reo's just too worried about, you abandoned me. Shut up, bro. Maybe that evolves his ego even further though at some point with his own playstyle, like his obsession with playing with Nagi or something. Maybe, or maybe he finally realizes that he can learn stuff from other people and be able to, you know, fucking choose people to play for him instead of wanting to be chosen. Like Isagi said, he wants to be chosen by Nagi so badly, so badly. So 19, baby. Dancing boy. Ooh, Bachira flashback? Seems his mom was a very creative person too, very driven. She's an artist. You see how there is paint everywhere? My man's working his ass off with this duderine.
ナギとバローに加えてわがままお嬢のちぎりだもんな。こりゃ今までより大変そう。洗濯機入れといて。自分でやれ。すぐやれ。
It's so funny how Barrow's like the one that likes to keep up with like the fucking cleanliness. Like his personality doesn't really match it, but it makes it so funny.
言われたらやりたくなくなった。やべえな。俺も動画見とく。こいつら自分勝手。ほら行くぞ。え？お前ら戻ってくるまでに片付けとけよ。
He's still annoyed with him, I think. Probably.
はいになってたとはいえ、さすがに言い過ぎたか。
おい、イサギ。フィールドでお前には何が見えてる？お前のやりたいサッカーって。
Look at that. He's actually taking an interest in someone else's abilities in soccer. That is amazing. He's actually wants to have this conversation now. This is the same scene we saw before the last match. And he was like, nah, I'm good. That's not the type of soccer I want to play. I don't give a fuck about it.
早く言っとけよ。
いや、この間言ったけどね。
おかしいだろ。俺が未熟だった。それだけだ。
Okay, there we go. This is progress right here.
チキンじゃねえよ。一回死んで這い上がった俺は強えぞ。
Let's go. Good shit.
なんだよこいつ。かっけえな。今のお前。なんか好きだ俺。
Isagi is so honest.
俺がお前を知ろうとしてるのはその才能を食って完膚なきまでに叩き潰すためだ。
そんでお前の倍のスピードで進化してやるよ。
甘えよ。俺はその3倍で進化する。
Yeah, they're eating some good ass food right now too. They got the steak and shit, bro.
あいつらもだ。
Bro, this team's gonna be nasty. This team's gonna be nasty.
このスーツ俺のだっけ？知らん。マジうまいよこの兄ちゃん。マジかよ。本当にサッカーのこと全然知らないんだな。それで。
Bro, he's been doing this shit for only 6 months, bro. He's learning everything so quickly.
そういえば、ちぎりって足怪我でもしてんの？ケアとか言ってたし。ああ、まあな。つかなぎ、トラップだったら他にもすごいやついるぞ。マジ？教えて教えて。
That's lit. This team is gonna be so good in terms of their like cooperation now and just teamwork and like understanding each other. Like Nagi's learning so much from everybody and just soccer in general, and then he's learning more through Chigiri because Chigiri's on the team now. You know, he has somebody that has a lot of resolve and perseverance because of his injury. Oh shit.
バチだ。今はこの高鳴りに身を委ねて立ち向かうだけだ。俺たちが勝つ。
Yeah, I think this team's got it, bro. I think this team's got it.
もう一本。わかるさ。お前のドリブルは楽しんでるように見えて、一人で戦うことを恐れてる。誰かを探してるサッカーだ。
Wow.
そのぬるいエゴじゃ。
That might actually be true because he really took a liking to Isagi, and he's waiting for Isagi to get to that 4v4. Yeah, so he's been very motivated with soccer ever since he was a kid. Woohoo!
変だろこいつ。
Oh my god! 変じゃない。は、
キモいんだよ。俺は変じゃない。
Damn! Motherfucker's jumping this kid because he has such a strong belief in soccer and loves it so much?
絶対あいつらが間違ってる。間違ってはないよ。自分の信じたいものがあるって素敵なことだよ。それを信じて生きればいい。
That's really cool to see that his mom has her own passion with art. And, you know, let her kid completely go into his own belief of what he likes to do. God damn. Hell yeah, it is, bro! That is so cool. Everyone else around him can't keep up, bro. Yeah, he's been searching. Yeah, okay. Serene was onto something there. He's searching for somebody that's able to handle his passes and his like style of play where he's so into it. And so good at it. Like, there's so much talent. Mm. He kept having fun this whole time. Yeah, people were doubting him. Mm. Sometimes he doubts himself because everybody else around him is telling him what to do, or can't like meet his expectations or like his level of play, I guess. This is when he got that letter to go to Blue Lock. That was so funny. He whooped his shit. Yeah, he got dealt with after that. This is what he needed, bro. He needed to see other people as talented as him or as crazy or weird as him that have their own egos and they're able to create their own style of play together. That's when he first saw it in somebody else. Isagi, bro. Holy shit. He did that high pass that he's been doing in most of his games. And people were like, pass to the feet, like, what are you doing? Damn. Wasn't this like the first episode or some shit too? I don't know, it was very early in the season. This is crazy, bro. Bachira has an amazing backstory. And it shows why he has been yearning for somebody to keep up with him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Reen is like able to read people pretty clearly. I don't know. He's able to do it kind of easily. I don't know, bro. Being on this team and especially around this guy. Yeah, dude, he's gonna find out some other shit, dude. He's gonna evolve even more. Like when this 4v4 actually starts, I don't know if it's gonna be next episode or the episode after that. This shit gonna be wild. Oh shit! Guess who pulled up? You ready to play? Oh wow, yeah. So he's gonna be torn through a bunch of decision making here. This game is gonna be wild for Bachira, especially, bro, dude. Yeah, two monsters. Nah, it's gonna be wild, dude. This is gonna be wild. Oh man, here we go. All right, additional time. What's up? What's up? Oh my God, Kuon and Lemon. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I was an asshole the first selection. Sorry. So this is their team, okay. You can just end me. At least he's finally self-aware and he made a change, but like when he was being a little dick, oh God, that was so annoying. Yeah, that's right, dude. He's been playing goalie since he got here. Watch him be like super cracked. Yeah, fucking right. There's an AI. His shit was delayed. That shit's so stupid. Oh fuck, that was funny. Alrighty guys, what another amazing episode of Blue Lock. That was fucking splendid. I really enjoyed that episode. Pretty much the first half of the episode, we got right back where we left off. I was right. I got a prediction right, baby. Chihuri has joined the team. That's what I thought made the most sense. And sure enough, they deduced it. Like, they need somebody. Well, the way they deduced it was obviously different from mine. But they wanted somebody that can continue to make their, like, chemical reactions crazy in their style of play, and their egos shine and really, like, kind of devour each other and whatnot, and have a rivalry within themselves while also playing against another team. So that's exactly why they chose Chigiri, because he has a great ego of his own, and he probably performed a little bit better than the other two in that match. So that was really cool to see. I loved how fucking Nagi finally, like, kind of gave Rayo back some of his own medicine, because Rayo's been kind of sulking ever since Nagi left him the first time when they first teamed up in a 3v3, where it was Nagi, Isuki, and Bachira. So, like, ever since then, Rayo has had, like, a grudge, bro. Like, he's like, I don't know, dude. I hope he levels up after this and he continues to evolve and, like, I don't know, have some sort of other goal or drive. Because right now he is just wanting to be with Nagi so fucking badly, and he's been sulking the whole time. It's like getting annoying at this point, at least for me, because as you saw, like, Nagi was trying to do the same thing that Chigiri was saying to Kunigami, like, you know, because they've been part of teams, like, even Isuki knows Kunigami. Like, Kunigami's a great player, but since he didn't get chosen, he's going down to 2v2 with Rayo. So Chigiri was like, yo, listen to this, Kunigami. Like, I'm moving on, but I'm gonna be waiting for you, hero. Like, cause like he's like sees like soccer players as like real heroes and whatnot instead of fiction and whatnot, and he wants to become something like that. So he gave him some motivation to keep on, even though, like, you didn't get chosen. Like, I'm gonna be waiting for you. Like, hurry the fuck up and get here and, like, do your own thing. Like, you know, climb your way back up. And Nagi was kind of trying to do the same thing with Rayo, in the sense of, like, you know, you just because you did that, the only reason why we were able to do that play is because we know you're so good and that you were going to find a pass. And that's the only way that that happened, is because we know that you're a great player. And he was giving him his own sort of motivation and trying to, like, do the same thing as Chigiri to Kunigami, but Rayo is just taking it so negatively. Like, he's like, if you're gonna fucking abandon me, just do it properly or some shit. And it's like, bro, like, can you just fucking, like, realize that this is a good thing at the end of the day? Like, you, like, if you would have done it sooner and went out of your own way to go, like, because, for example, he didn't search for a team ever since Nagi left him. The ones that approached him were Kunigami and Chigiri. If it wasn't for that, he might not have ever picked a team, because he was just too busy sulking in a fucking corner. So they're the ones that approached him. And that's where Nagi mentioned that, or I think Isuki mentioned it, but Nagi went on to say, like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like, I'm done caring. I'm done with you. Like, I want to play soccer to get better and to evolve and become the best striker or the best in the world. And that's what we initially saw at first, right? So, like, no, you're the one that's breaking our promise, because it's not that fucking easy. And he's learned that pretty quickly by losing to Team Z, teaming up with Isuki, losing with him in the 3v3, climbing his way back up, evolving the whole time while he's doing that. So, like, he's gotten that perspective and that, like, other side of things where he knows it takes a lot more work than he initially thought. But Rayo, he's just too busy thinking, like, oh my god, I need Nagi, like, I thought we were together forever, like, you know what I'm saying? So he's not on the mindset of, like, evolving, at least not yet. So hopefully after that conversation and going back to a 2v2, you have no other choice. Do you want to go home? Because if you guys lose, I don't see Rayo getting picked, because he's fucking, you know, too busy fucking sulking about not having Nagi. But Nagi said it straight, bro. Like, nah, like, you're the one that broke our promise, bro. Like, it's not that easy to become the best in the world, so I'm done with you. And that's where it showed. That was a fire ass fucking frame of, like, all four of them standing there and kind of having, like, the ego aura and whatnot. And Isuki basically said to Rayo, like, what are you doing chasing after somebody? Like, are you even trying to play soccer at this point? Like, stop waiting for somebody to choose you and choose somebody yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's waiting too long to be chosen, and he wants to be chosen by Nagi specifically so badly, to where it's now negatively affecting his own performance, where he could have started, you know, improving himself way before this. And I like how Isuki said that, because it makes perfect sense. He's been wanting to be chosen by Nagi ever since, like, Nagi made that one decision to join Isuki. Rayo was sulking the whole time. Did not go out of his way to choose anybody else. He's waiting to be chosen. He was chosen by Chigiri and Kunigami. So it's exactly what Isuki said, bro. Like, he's like, I don't know. He needs to get over his sulking attitude, and then once he does that, I feel like he's able to conquer even more. Because I don't think he's a bad player. He's definitely good. as Nagi said, but he's just like, I don't know, he's getting way too personal and way too butthurt, like over the same shit over and over again. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. You haven't been chosen again. Get the fuck over it. Start evolving. Start improving. That's like the only way to get over it. So I'm glad Nagi was for real and spoke some facts right there. And then Isuki also instilled it even more. And then they officially moved on. And as we can see, their fucking personal dynamic between their team, like just in like their like room that they're staying in, and all their different personalities is very, very interesting. Nagi's learning a lot more about soccer in general. Like, he's actually watching videos of like professional players that he had no idea who's Noel No or whatever his name is from France. He's apparently the best striker in the world. Had no idea who he was. And Chigiri kind of found that funny because like this is how new he is in soccer, but he's that good of a player. So he's trying to try even more things. And Chigiri goes on to explain his injury and what motivates him so much, because it's kind of like a risk to be playing with this. But it's better to be able to play with your full potential until that time comes to where maybe your leg fails out on you again or not, and you have the best feeling in the world of succeeding. So it's that risk that kind of propels him forward, and Nagi took an interest in that because like he's never been injured or doesn't really have a drive like that. And he was like, wow, that's really cool that you have that motivation. And then Isuki and Baru, they went to go have a meal together, and it's like the same conversation and the same setup of like having a meal and trying to talk about things over the game or their team. Isuki was trying to do before the last match against Chigiri, Kunigami, and Reo. He was trying to get some like ideas from Baru and like understand his style of play and how to make a chemical reaction between the three of them when they were eating the last time together. And Baru wasn't taking none of his shit. Like he wasn't like listening, or he was kind of listening, but he was just deflecting and like, no, I don't want to play like that. I have my own style of play, like fuck that. And so this time, Baru, even though he's kind of annoyed, he finally has some grown like mentality and maturity where he kind of started the conversation where like, what do you see on the field? And like, what type of soccer do you want to play? And so like they actually had a decent conversation of what they want to do or what they want to accomplish or how they can bounce off of each other. So it's the complete opposite of last time. So you can see Baru is actually growing and evolving mentally as well, other than just that weapon that he gained. So it looks like they're going to have some better cooperation now, which is fucking amazing. So like I said, complete opposite of that last conversation that they had in the cafeteria, which is really good to see. And that's pretty much, I think, all we got in the dynamic of their team so far. And Isuki's already looking like, oh yeah, this is going to be tough because everybody has their own strong-ass personality. So that's really cool to see. And then after that, we pretty much get into Bachira's backstory. And we saw Bachira, he's been playing with Rin a lot, at least like practicing with him. And trying to get his attention, like, oh yeah, I'm fun to play with, right? But Rin it seems like he's able to read people pretty easily. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but he basically said to Bachira, like, it looks like you're having fun playing, but really it's like you're searching or yearning for someone to play with. Like you're chasing somebody constantly, or you're asking for someone, or you're yearning for someone that understands you. And when you could be doing that all on your, like, you're afraid to fight on your own or some shit like that. That's kind of what he said. And that's interesting because as we saw through his backstory, like his mom's a very supportive person of him, because his mom is a very creative person as well, and pursued her own passion in art, in painting, as we can see, because their house is always filled with painting supplies and there's paint everywhere. And Bachira, and she's always been very supportive of Bachira's love for soccer and like the ego or monster inside of him that keeps on propelling him forward. And as we can see, nobody's really been able to keep up with Bachira. Like he's pretty much been searching for this one person his whole life that can keep up with him, that has the same sort of monster inside of him or ego, and can bounce off of him like how he wants, because he's making great plays, but it's like the other people that he was been playing with in middle school, high school, whatever, couldn't keep up with him. They just couldn't keep up, and everybody's like looking at him like, you're a ball hog, you just pass regularly, like what are you doing, like you're doing too much flashy shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like completely doubting him. And that sometimes doubts himself or makes him doubt himself, because he's like, am I a weirdo? This is where he keeps on mentioning this phrase, am I a weirdo? Because he keeps on pursuing this monster and trying to find somebody that's worthy to play with him. But every time so far, his whole life, like everybody's like, what are you doing? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, you're like, come on. You know what I'm saying? And so that kind of makes him doubt himself every once in a while. But finally, he gets his letter to BLUELOCK, and he met Isuki. And like that's the like person that he's been yearning for is Isagi, and like how they bounced off of each other, like literally in the first or second episode. It like it kind of like showed that scene again of when they first clicked, and like that was the moment for him. He was like, I finally found the fucker. So that's where he asked Reen at the end. He was like, that's kind of interesting. Like, how did you know that I'm like chasing someone or looking for somebody to play with? Because that's very interesting that, like I said, Reen is able to like kind of read people like this, and Bachira is starting to understand that maybe Reen's another sort of monster that he has no idea or like doesn't understand yet. So this was going to make this game even more interesting, because sure enough, we saw right at the end, Isagi was waiting for him. He's like, what's up, Bachira? Good to see you. As I promised, I'm back. I've made my way up here. It's time to play. So we already know. We definitely get in that game next. Hopefully next episode it at least starts. But that's going to be lit regardless, because as we can see, Bachira is kind of going through this fight of like which monster I guess he wants to side with or is better for his scenario, like being able to play on his own and really indulge himself in his own play, like Reen has said, by playing with Reen and his ego, or continuing to believe in what he's believed in his pretty much his whole life, that he has his one person that he can match up with really well, which is Isagi, which he still also believes in, and he's about to go against him. So bro, this next game is gonna be wild. This next game is going to be wild. I think we got two really solid teams that are about to go up against each other, and it's going to be another crazy, like, fucking game point match, 4-4. Winner takes all. Who knows who's going to take it, bro? Like, I'm very excited for the next match. That's going to be so fucking good. Without further ado, I think that's going to do it for me. That was an amazing episode. I really enjoyed it. If y'all did, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for the next one. I'll see y'all in the next reaction. Y'all be good. Deuces.